No. You guys are Biscayne Park LLC, right? One Biscayne Park? Sir, your name? The last name one more time? Feldman. What's the address? 120? Let's see, 120. What's the address one more time? Okay, I have to look because I don't know if we have that on our Dropbox, and it's Feldman. First name is last name is Feldman. Okay. Huh? Yeah, we have. Are you on my agenda? Oh, so it's a new construction. What about the previous? Okay. That's great. Do I have plans? Or do you submitted plans, right? Should be in our Dropbox. Scarlett? Okay. Yeah. Well, what are you applying for? This is, to me, this is just saying that you paid for it.
No, but this is the number.
Oh. Yeah, I just, it just doesn't tell, I don't reference things by the numbers like that. It would be. But did somebody actually said you were on tonight's agenda? Sorry. Sorry.
I wasn't gonna come, and then
I think you're gonna have to
saw
sign
me on
up.
a form, and I was like, all right, I'll be there. It's not that. It's just a little kid yuck body that he gave to my wife. My wife gave to me. That's how it goes. I checked.
You didn't memorize that. Just wait 1 second. Hey, how are you? Hey, I have a resident here that's saying that they were on the agenda for tonight, but it's not on the agenda. And I'm looking at his actual submission into the whatever, how we submit permits. It says in progress. Intake review, it says receipt of, it's like, a little plan. Permit number is PB-22-153. Okay. Because it says Daniel Vasquez, number 17, no ways, window schedule, note. But is that's at November 17, 2022 at 2:23 PM. That's the comments from you or from them? Okay. Okay. Well, I don't, but the thing is, I don't have any of these. So have you submitted these documents? Because she's saying that you, on November 17th, she asked for those documents. In a way. Is it in the Dropbox? 153. Okay, she does have it. So I think you missed the deadline for making it onto the meeting, but if she's gonna email me the information, and if the board is okay, we'll add it as a walk. So if you just hang out. Okay. Yeah. Sit over there. Okay. No, you're fine. Just have fun. I mean, but we're the planning board, so are you on the agenda tonight? Okay. Okay. Are we recording? Are we good? Hi, sir. Are you on the agenda tonight? The name? Arota for a new pool? Okay. Okay, everybody ready? How is everyone? Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is the Planning and Design Review Board for the Village of Biscayne Park. Meeting for Monday, November 21st, 2022. It is now 6:32. The roll calls, Scarlett Hammonds, Gage Hartung, I'm here, as well as David.
Here.
Sorry, I kind of jumped over you, David. SB is not here. So we will go to the residents that are here, and we'll go in the order of the agenda. We do have a walk-on that I'm going to add under K. Feldman, 12015 Northeast 10th Avenue. He submitted some an application, it was for a window, right? Which SB's, she's emailing it to me and I'll, hopefully she forwarded it to everybody. All right, first on the agenda would be building A, Coletti, 635 Northeast 119th Street for a driveway. If we have any questions, we might have you go up to the microphone, but I'll let you know.
Are we doing the old business?
Is anybody here for old business?
Aren't you the pool? What's your?
He's under new business under B.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw the old business pool and I was like, oh, that's the same dude. Okay. Sorry. So Coletti.
What type of driveway is it? Asphalt? Actually, can you just go up to the microphone so I can ask you some questions? Yeah. You just tap it to see if it was working. It's on, okay.
Yeah.
So just reviewing the application. You're not allowed to go over 40% impervious in your front yard, driveway material, of driveway. And you're at 49.7%. And 50% in the swale, which means you're 10% roughly over the allowed amount of driveway material in your front yard. Yeah, so you're gonna need to bring it down to the 40%, which means shrink it down a little bit. Right now, it's over 40%. So, this is not replacing, this is all new?
The one driveway we have is asphalt
Okay,
and they're going to just resurface that. And the other driveway we have is gravel.
gravel. Okay, so you're converting that over to asphalt.
Correct.
Is the one on the left, the existing one?
If you're looking at the house, the one on the left is the existing one. Yes.
Existing one, okay. The other thing you have there is, you have a 30-inch setback from the property line, and the existing looks like it actually is pretty close to the property line. So you're gonna have to set it back 30 inches when you repave it.
If it's not already.
Huh?
Like if it isn't 30 inches now, like the drawing.
Those two.
Oh, the blue.
I'm just trying to go over the things that I see, which are the 30 inches on the left, and then you're over the lot coverage. So I would suggest maybe on the new one, or just shrink it down a little bit. To bring it down to the 40%.
Make it more narrow.
Yeah, I mean, basically you have to trim it. You have to trim, 10% off of your total lot coverage. I mean, you did the form correctly. But unfortunately, it's right next to it. It says cannot exceed 40%. You're roughly at 50 and 49. So unfortunately, I think we'd have to take a motion to deny if the board agrees at this point. But the reason being is you need to kind of reduce it a little bit. It's a little, you're over, there's nothing wrong with the asphalt, the location, except for the 30 inches on the left. But it's just too much. Well, our code says that your driveway has to be set back 30 inches from your property line. You can't be right up against your property line. So when you're redoing it, you have to bring it up to current code. So that means you have to take out a portion of it to bring it in to the, if you start resurfacing it, you're basically committing it to the new code. So,
It's a 6-inch difference, because it says 2 feet on here, and it needs to be 30, so basically it's 6 inches at the edge, and maybe that 2 feet was a rounding number, and maybe it is 30 inches, but that's something that you'd wanna.
just make sure it's 30. And you might have to take out 6 inches or something, when you repave it. Yeah, well, but it depends on what the condition of it is too. I mean, you might get caught up in a maintenance thing too. I don't know what the condition of it is. But if it's going to be re-asphalted, it needs to be done at 30 inches from the property. So, and right now you're at 2 feet. So you might just confirm that. Understand? Correct?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. So unfortunately, we had to deny it because you're over your maximum lot coverage. If you can take a look at it, we'll be back here in 2 weeks and maybe we can. consider it. SB will probably send you a note and she'll ask you to resubmit a new plan with the condensed driveway material or surface and a new calculation format for that.
Some people do runners as well, so like if you have where the tires go, and then the in-between part is grass, then that gives you like that little bit more pervious that might help you guys get below that as well, while still allowing you to go that deep on that side of the house.
But we'll let them work on their design. Okay, we're good. Thank you. Thank you. All right, next will be building B, Beretta, sorry if I butchered your name, 825 Northeast 107th Street. But this is for a new pool. So this is what we talked about the last time.
Yeah.
Good night. Thank you. All right, so this is the application for the pool on this side, correct? Okay. So as we discussed the last time, you're looking to put a pool in your side setback, side front setback, which is 30 feet. And you're asking for a pool to go into 18 feet or 18 feet. So we need to deny it because it's against the code, putting an accessory structure in the side. So your lot coverage looks fine, so it doesn't lot coverage. You will be able to fence it in, so there's not an issue with the fencing, so you don't need a
The fence is already there.
yeah, so you won't need a variance for a fence. But the variance would be, if you were gonna go for variance, is for the side front setback of 30 feet, so you're gonna wanna go into it, so. So the first step would be denial.
Yep. Motion to deny.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Deny.
May I ask you which one is the next step or for the variance or?
So, so we have a variance application. I don't know if it's online. It probably is. But basically there's a 4-point variance that you have to request. Basically download the form, read it, fill out the 4 points. And then come back to us the next meeting.
Okay.
And you basically are now asking for a variance for that 30 feet.
Is it coming to us or to the commission?
No, it's the first step is us.
Okay.
So we make a recommendation to the commission. The commission makes their own decision.
Okay.
Sometimes they like what we ask, sometimes they don't, it's all up to that. But you have to advocate for yourself all the way up to the commission on this if you're, You know,
Wh-
that's a
What is
statute.
the commission, what, I'm sorry about my,
We have a village commission who's our government. They're the people that are elected to run our government. They are the ones that actually make the decision on variance requests.
right, and they are in the.
No, they're here. I
Oh,
mean,
they meet here too as well.
the government, you know, our manager and everything is over in the village hall. But the
Okay.
people that actually are going to be making the decision would be our commission. We meet here.
Okay,
But the
and,
first step is coming back to us with your application. We review it. And then we make a recommendation to the commission. The SB should be able to walk you through it.
okay,
But that would be your next step.
right,
So you would be wanting to come back and ask for a variance. That is 18, so small. No, I'm sorry. 16 feet. So you're going to be wanting to ask for a variance of 14 feet into the side setback. You follow? So like the setback's 30.
Mhm.
Your house is at 30. You want to put the pool in 16 feet back from the property line. So you're going to ask for a variance saying, hey, can I put a pool in 14 feet into the setback?
into the setback.
So
Okay,
we can help guide you through it a little bit.
beautiful,
You know, again, side pools are very common with people on corner lots,
okay,
you know, that people ask for them and, you know, the commission has been relatively accepting of them. Again, we don't make that decision, they do. But that would be your next step.
okay,
Is, look, you probably could look on our website and look for a variance
Okay.
request form.
I'll do that. And so they meet, I come to you, you guys do the recommendation. They meet periodically or they,
No, they meet every month, first Tuesday of the month. So they would probably, I don't know if they would get to it in January, maybe.
okay. So
If
this
you
is a
come back,
process?
because if you come back to us in
Right.
2 weeks, that's the beginning of December.
Okay,
So they might be able to get it on the January meeting. If
Okay.
not, it'll be February.
okay. And when they meet, they give me, let's say that they approve it, then I have to come back to you,
Yes.
all right? With
What
the,
happened is
with
you'll
the
come back with-
application
You'll
again,
come back, and you'll submit this again,
okay?
and you'll have the variance being saying, hey, the commission said yes, and then we would vote on it at that time.
All right.
Again.
Okay.
So,
Well, thank you.
So that means you have to-
27 of the, uh-huh. The next Wednesday,
no, this Wednesday, 2 days.
2 days. Oh.
So if you want to go home and print up the application tonight and fill it out and bring it tomorrow, you get on the
I'll
agenda.
do that.
You
All
know,
right,
I would, that way you would get on our next agenda. If not, you have to then wait out for
all
our
right.
following meeting, which would be
And for that
mid-December.
variance is, it, the information that I have to, that I need to fill up that variance is common information that I can get from my house and my thing, or do I need to hire a
No,
expert?
I don't think you need to get an expert. You might want to have, you might want some advice on like the technical parts of it, like, you know, like I just told you, saying, you know, 14 feet into the proper, into
Okay.
the,
The words.
yeah, the
more
wording.
The wording instead of, okay.
But I'm just kind of looking really quickly to see if it's on our website, which. Yeah, I'm not gonna have time to go through all of it, but I've seen it before on our old website where you can go in and ask for a variant. You can download the application for the variance
No problem. I can get it tomorrow from the office.
or go up and talk. Well, SP's not here
Get it
this
up
week.
tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Linda or somebody should be able to help them.
Good. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Unfortunately, we denied you tonight. Okay. Okay, we'll see you. Thank you. Somebody else came in. Sir, what's your name? Are you on the agenda tonight? Candela, oh, no, they're with you. Okay. 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 All right, so I'm going to continue down the agenda. One would be on Building H, 1 Biscayne Park LLC, 11143 Northeast 8th Avenue, new construction final review. Okay. Yeah, let's We can do it on the, hi, are you, huh? Yeah, I'm doing a new thing for them. Kind of like you know? Yeah, something different. We can do it down there. So last time we were here, we had a lot coverage issue. So. Okay. Nice. So. Funny how that works. Yeah, you got it right in there. You put a little thing there in the middle. You got a little planter over here. Did you make the pool a little smaller? You did? Okay. Shrunk it a little bit? Okay. Okay. Also add a little to this wall. Okay. So that cut in is underneath. It's just the first floor. You can make it actually look, we're reviewing, we turn this around, so we're not looking at it upside down. I am. Plus we lowered feet. Parapets down there. So the old now to 27. Yeah, so there was lot coverage, there was, and then we had questions about the back. Also, they had 4-foot parapet. So they brought the overall height. So these are frosted windows. And you added these bands that comments from the first. We're looking at the one side. That's a change. It's on the inside, but it's you added a little more extra.
inside or out.
Your group.
Yes, that's right.
Make it a regular.
Actually, easier to watch them on the outside. I don't know how they can watch them on the inside.
Back. This is the one. And this is gonna apply wood or?
That's
flooring?
Mark as well.
Yeah, this was not. the issue. So they did break it up. They brought the ceiling down. A lot of people building right now in the village. I might challenge you on that one. But Thank you. Yes.
Putting up with us.
Thanks for working with us.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
Go in that direction.
Okay, good.
No, I'm sick. You don't
Oh, I'm
want
sorry.
to. That's why I was hiding over there.
I got you.
And for the record, I like the parapets high and defensible, so that was their comment. No, I like them high and defensible. Yeah, for bow and arrows.
Yeah, just,
Obviously, I'm not gonna be harassed.
um,
I'm gonna get.
just ask Pete if you see Mel Hartford. I know, they're very, very, they're,
You're kind enough to give it to me.
you have a business card, I'll just write on. Yeah, I've got them, I've got them. It's just, you know, it's better to be in the open and, she's actually, last week, she was out with pneumonia. So, and she actually was in the hospital. So there was a,
That's not a vacation.
yeah, so there was a possible that maybe that's why she didn't get back to you. Okay, yeah. there you go. My Biscayne Park email. So you now have a building permit, so you can actually apply for the demo permit and the fence permit and which. Demo permit. Yes. And the, yeah, the fence. So it would actually been, you could have had it here tonight and we would have, we could have voted on it. But, that doesn't technically come through us. We don't really go to portalets, but we just, the fence around the perimeter and the demo. And it's all hinged on getting that approved. So now you have it approved, you can apply for those. No, once you get zoning approval, you can actually apply for the demo permit, yeah. Yeah, so,
Well, we've got a long way.
your tree thing too.
Yeah.
You gotta remove, you gotta get a permit to remove whatever trees you're doing, remove. it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A lot of trees on it, or on the one side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to keep it.
You just gotta approve, well, you gotta approve by zoning, so.
Would be a temporary fence.
Yeah, construction fence. Yes. The demo, the temporary fence and the demo would come through planning board. Yeah, we don't really get like dumpster permits and things like that. We don't do those here. Thank you. Huh? Yep, you too. Thank you. Thank you. You good. Thanks for working with us, guys. All right, so we're gonna finish up the people that are here, and then we'll go back up to Mr. Feldman. Yep, Mr. Candela, okay, okay. So, or no, Mr. Feldman, I'm sorry. So we do have discussion A, Candela, 472 Northeast 121st Street, new construction, second preliminary review. We'll go over there again.
Basically, to move the construction 18 inches. That was basically the main thing. Because we're gonna,
Well, there was some confusion. Your drawings were all messed
Yeah,
up. And
we're
it didn't-
ready
like,
for
it was
that.
like, it didn't match the survey and you know, it needed a little TLC on your drawing.
yes, so, let me see what you.
Existing was 8'2", the new one is 10 feet, 37 to the front, so. Is this zone 8, right? So it's a 30-foot setback? Just have to look. Sure it is, because I think zone A only goes, the houses that face gripping. 121st, yeah. So you have 10 foot, 37. You have 10 feet over here. Your lot coverage obviously should be plenty of lot coverage. So it's gonna be. Okay, so now this is clear because I think before you had this duplicated over here.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna build exactly.
You're not using the existing foundation, you're doing a new foundation.
Very old.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the same foundation, that's why.
So demo, basically, you're demoing everything. Storage. You're sort of like that upstairs and it's open.
Oh, okay. So literally.
So this balcony actually overlooks, goes to the left, correct?
This is to the pool, yeah. Balcony goes to the pool.
Hold on. So I'm confused now. Is this the front door?
But the front is on the side.
Side. Oh, that's right. So I'm sorry, where is the front of the house?
This is the front.
Okay. Yeah, usually you put the towards the street. So yeah, so this is on the side, which means this balcony is in the back, facing the rear. Okay. But here, it kind of, to me, it reads like you're looking over your neighbor's yard.
No,
But
no,
okay.
this is the neighbor and.
Okay, got it. Comment?
Do you have any, I think it should be a pump, something, it's gonna be like 1 feet, you know. But it should have some. Contact upon. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we need to circulate it because we need oxygen to the water.
So then proposed front. This is not the front, this is the side. The front, this is the north. This is what faces the street. Okay, so technically, this is the front elevation. And this is the not the, yeah. So, but what we're looking at is you're looking at a 2-story house. The windows all match. You know, you're only at 15 feet, 18 feet there. So, and the second story is set way to the back. You're actually, this is far away from the neighbor. This is at 10 feet, but the second story is stepped back. I mean, it's all within, it's like what we like to see. This is the west, so this is technically the one that faces your neighbor. You have clear story windows, so you're not looking down on your neighbors. And the other one, which is east, has no windows, so you're not looking at them. So the privacy issues are really handled nicely. Could you maybe consider doing something to privatize that balcony a little bit on the one side? Technically here are looking at your neighbor.
Yeah,
This
the
is
balcony
10
has
feet.
a little, let me show you the render.
Oh, so there is a wall. So there is a wall. Okay, so that's what we were asking, is that you're not standing here and you just go like this and you're looking at their pool. You know. They have to stick their head out. That's another thing. Okay. So.
We can take a
Yeah,
Oh, it's very nice.
yeah, you need to make happy birthday.
spy on your neighbors.
And just to confirm, there's no kitchen or anything. You can have it as a studio and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're just not allowed to have another house on your property.
actually, after the pandemic,
Yeah.
it was a full house.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I remember when-
from home,
Okay, because I remember were you the one that built this?
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember you had that entire design.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a lot
yeah,
more
it was a lot
elaborate.
more,
Yeah.
But change, money wise, and we were cannibalizing all the green doing that.
So during this, are you going to move in here? Okay, so there will be a kitchen.
No,
some-
but
But I mean, I'm saying when
If you see it,
when you
you
go
know-
to final this permit, you have to remove this kitchen. If you put it,
yeah,
you have something in there that
we
you're
have
gonna-
a wet part, but we have like water stove.
Okay.
We can have anything to cook and stuff like that. We're gonna put the barbecue out, we're gonna, like, figure it out.
Okay. Delivery for a while.
No, the thing is,
Okay, I think we're good at comments. We're just gonna, so now you have one more review. So that's the third review, which would be, so the next time, if everything goes right, you could get a approval from planning board, this board, with us. Yeah, so we have 3 reviews. So this is this.
Oh, we
review
don't really have any comments.
No, I mean, that's the thing. So we didn't really make any comments. So,
So this
but,
is wrong.
yeah, so,
It's this.
so front elevation is the street.
This is the front,
Yeah,
right?
these are side elevations. Because you have different setbacks. So the front denotes 30-foot setback. So you technically should be front, side, rear, side.
I got it. I got it. And we need to upload it again.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
All right.
So
See you.
I need to upload it and come again. and show you.
Yeah, so what he was saying earlier is that you have until Wednesday for our next meeting. Okay. To get submitted, or if not, they'll have to go. Thank you. Our second. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, next will be discussion B, PRBP3 LLC, 1002 Northeast 117th Street, new construction, first review. I believe this is in our Dropbox. Okay. How you doing? I'm waiting for you to build right ground. We did all that work. Oh, here. Okay, so it's really bizarre how to do this now because of on electronically. Do you want to just come over here and sit down really quick? Do you guys want to,
Yeah.
like, kind of gather around and like, we can just look over the shoulder kind of thing? Okay, so where are we at on this property? So this is 117th Street, 10002. Hold on, is this the one we already approved? Ten zero two. Oh, so the other side.
Yeah.
Landscaping with all the big trees. So right next to. Oh, wow. So you're taking that house down. Oh, there it is right there. So. Here, so this is on the next block over. Going on there. Okay, that was a rental, I think, for a while. Okay, anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. So another contemporary multi-roof levels, so that's our first set thing, multi-level. Your grade is at. Let's look at the floor plan first. Ten foot. 33, 10 foot. Next. One, two, three. 3 bedrooms? Oh, that's okay. So pause. Lot coverage is. There's your schedule that has. Usually it's on one of the plans. That's the front. The garage, and then these are those two new bedrooms that face the street. It's all low, 1 story. Okay, 8,500 square feet. How is it required? And oh, I see, required in the code. So the lot is 10,500. Okay, 75-foot frontage, which is correct. 33, 10, 10, 10. Max coverage 30%, 49. Max building coverage 30. So, but what is 4980? So you're at 50 point. Oh, impervious. Where? Some point. Proposed building, AC, not area not under garage. 4980. You're over 0.3. So, max, like 30%. So it's, so, oh yeah, so this is not so much concerning us, it's the 30% building. It's the max lot coverage, actually. It doesn't matter if it's impervious or not. It's max. So there's garage. Yeah, your driveway is not even on here. So right now, without a driveway and without walkways, you're at 50.3. You need to be at 50. Swimming and terrace, drive, walk. Where's that? Drive, walk. This is the provided.
I think that
Yeah,
they
but
put
that's a
40
maximum.
for like the front yard stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I don't even know where that 40% came from for max impervious coverage. That's only it's only 40% for the front yard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I
so
think.
this is not correct here. But the max lot coverage. Oh, we're on max green area. Oh, that doesn't add up. How is 7,258 one half of 10,500? Yeah, this is not correct. Yeah, it needs to be 5,250 basically is your max, your two. Lot size, property impervious. Everything that's developed on the lot. So you're a little bigger than you need to be. But, well, you'd have to get it in by Wednesday. So, but this is the first review, so this is the kind of feedback that we give you, so you can go on to the second review and correct all these things. So, so as far as the building style, design, roof lines, windows, it all looks fine. Just you're oversized on your lot. So you have to come up with some, let's look at the, yeah, so you might want to add on here your, where you're planning on putting your air conditioning units. Which one? Go down this way? No, the outside units.
The X.
Oh,
the
okay,
lowers.
okay, got it.
Yeah, where are you planning on putting them at? Because if you put them on both sides, you're not gonna be able to get anybody behind your house. So we, you might want to consider putting them on one side. But, you can't put them on the roof because you can't, you're not supposed to see them from the street. So we kind of asked that question of like, hey, where are you putting your AC units at? Where are the pool pumps going and stuff like that.
And what about the existing trees?
Good question. We have to provide a tree survey. The next, what trees are being displaced? What is existing and what are being removed? You're gonna have to get if you're taking out trees, which we hate, but because we are a tree city. So try to maintain what you can, but it doesn't look like you have a lot. You're really maxing out your let's just hope there's
That's
no,
one story,
let's
though.
just hope there's no big trees like right smack in the middle of the lot. In this area. So we need to see a survey. You're gonna need to get a permit for whatever you need to remove. And I guess they have rules as far as you take something out, you have to put something
Right.
back in and all that kind of stuff. Catch. All right, so we're gonna move this on to second review, which would mean the next time you're on one of our agendas, either this next one or the one after. Take a look at it. Okay. Cool. Yep, you too. Good luck. All right, so we had a walk-on that was Feldman, 12015 Northeast 10th Avenue. We had the information sent to us. Okay, so you're taking out all the jalousies and you're replacing them with. You're replacing all the windows, yes, and the front door. Horizontal rollers, according to the front survey. Oop. So there's an issue with the one on the front right side. Oop, let me look at your schedule real quick. So on window opening number V4, if you just come up and. So we asked that all windows facing the front any street, which this faces the street, they all be of the same style. This is single hung. These are horizontal rollers. See how that
Yeah.
does not match the rest? So we are, yeah, so you have a, so you have a street, hold on. Yeah, so you have a,
That is a small one because you have another. In the middle, you have another.
yeah, so,
But this, you know, but that is original location of the.
yeah, I mean, you could actually have this as a,
I
It's-
thought
it-
that
it-
is too small.
but it could be a casement, you know, so that it, that they all are rectangles. So that could be like a casement that roll, that swings out. They do make,
Because 7 months ago,
Uh.
you know what happened with the window. The
yeah,
window is done.
this is an after the fact permit?
No, 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 no,
Oh.
no, 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 no. But the window I ordered 7 months ago.
Okay.
That's the reason they told me, but the windows are done. That I don't.
I know, but unfortunately, you pulling a permit or buying windows without a permit kind of sets yourself up for that little issue.
But what happened if you need that window to order a new one
Yes.
and the other also to move in, you know? I don't install that one and I order.
Yeah, no, if you are gonna change that one to a horizontal roller and order a new one and just, you wouldn't be able to complete the closure permit until you have the new one installed.
Okay. This is the other side. This is the other.
This other side, because it's not,
the same.
it's not facing the street, I think that would be okay.
But this is the same window.
It's on the side though.
No, it's in the side, yeah.
So it's, we're concerned with the front facade facing the street. So we want all these windows to be the
The
same.
same one.
So if you're willing to change this to a horizontal roller
Okay. That, acting like this.
Like this,
On
but-
an open, on an open.
or a smaller horizontal roller, because
But
you have your egress on the other side. This would be your egress here, I believe.
Yes. This is the,
Yeah, so your egress would be out here. This one would be,
okay, but what happened? I leave one different and another. Same bedroom, you have two different windows. It looks like a strange.
yeah, it does. So then you would have to consider changing the other window
The other
too.
one you do.
Just trying to look here. It's like your schedule doesn't match your. This window here is this window? Or is it? Here's the
No,
front. But your schedule doesn't look, you look like you have two windows here, one with the one for the closet.
Yes.
Is that the closet? No? Oh, it's in the wrong location. Let me just look real quick. So number B for. Single hung, yeah. So these are gray windows with clear glass. No, white, no,
White.
the glass is
Everything-
gray, the white. is-
Everything works.
So our issue is that would be the issue is, the single hung side, which would then open a can of worms that your side, the other window in that same room is gonna be of a different style.
The other thing I changed it.
Okay.
What happened, I changed it.
So if you are willing to do both, window number V4 to change the quantity 5. Hold on, quantity 5.
But one of my properties, because I need to move, you know, and work. possible to put the other one, but you don't give it the final permit and change the window?
I wouldn't go that far, no.
No?
I would suggest not install it, keeping the old windows here until the new windows are in place and then changing the new windows. Changing them to the new windows, like change all the windows, if we approve it, to the new ones, and then when these come in, change them at that point. Leave them as the old windows. Because you have windows there.
Yeah.
It's just,
like,
they're,
oh,
yeah, they're old. I wouldn't suggest installing, the old, the new incorrect windows.
Motion to approve,
Second.
So, I'm sorry? Yeah, V4. So, So we're- but the thing is okay, so did you do the schedule? Or your window guy did the schedule, the window person? Okay, so we're not gonna sign off on this until that's submitted with the correction. So they need to correct this and resubmit it to the portal.
Okay.
So, but we're just made a motion, all in favor, aye, aye. We just approved it with that change, but I'm not gonna sign the document until you submit the corrected document.
I change
The schedule, correct. Yeah, you need to do it because the old days that we'd have a piece of paper and you would sign it and scribble your initials and it would be done. But now everything's electronics, so you have to literally change it to horizontal roller. Or make window number V4 a V3, because it's a V3 is a horizontal roller. So, but yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, it's the same style. But you have to update your thing, so. It'll be,
you don't have to come back here again.
but you don't, if you just submit it. If not, it'll just be pushed until our next meeting in December. First, second.
We don't need to vote.
No, that's true. It is voted. It's just a signature.
Yeah, you have to sign it.
Yeah, but that's true. SB is not going to approve this until you submit to her the new information. She's not even here this week, so it would be next week anyway. She will look at it. She might shoot it to me. I'll go, okay, looks good. And
Thank you very much.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
Yep, you too.
Bye-bye.
All right, we don't have minutes for this last meeting, so that's off the agenda. Let's great.
Motion to excuse Manny.
Oh, yeah, so a motion to. All in favor, say aye, aye. So Manny and Ed are excused. I assume that they sent in the correct paperwork. That's what usually tells us that. Okay, Hill, Old Business A, Hill, 660 Northeast on 19th Street for a new pool. Lot coverage, they're at 38%. Why we tabled it the last time? 10 foot, 31 feet. Um, It looks good to me.
I think we didn't know the setbacks for it. The one thing we still don't know is where the pool equipment goes.
There's a little thing right there. You look at the building on drawing.
Oh, yeah,
dash
yeah,
three.
I see it, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it looks-
I, from what I remember of this, there wasn't indicators to distance to the
setbacks.
setback.
Okay, take a motion.
Motion to approve.
All in favor, say aye, aye. Okay, so approved. Sanchez, 925 Northeast 117th Street, revision to permit driveway. Lot coverage, we're still at 36% and 28%. I don't understand what the change was. We approve this, I don't understand. What? They're asking. Anybody got any clue? If not, we're gonna have to unfortunately table this. We approved it back on August 22nd. But I don't understand what the revision is, so.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm looking at, it looks like what we approved in August, these two driveways with the removal of the gravel. So, motion table, please.
But I don't understand what it's coming in front of us.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what they're asking for, so there's nothing to.
Did we approve it possibly as asphalt and now it's concrete?
No, I remember they had that picture with all those concrete slats. So I'm just saying, let's table it until the next meeting, until we.
Table.
Say aye. Okay, Building C, Marshy, 971 Northeast 111th Street driveway. Lot coverage 35%, 40%. Oh, this is the one we weren't really sure what they were doing. So they're putting this kind of a bunch of pavers 18-foot wide down the side. And so there's a 30-inch setback from the side. That's something else. 56 by it's not, so that's 60, almost 74 feet of the front of is going to be all pavers like that. And what's in between these pavers? Is it gravel? Is it grass? And it's some really big pavers to park your car on that. I mean, isn't it kind of like some giant gaps in between there? And then the way the one design is kind of cut off there at the end of the 56 and so first off, it would be 30 inches from the side, I don't see a note there or any dimension. And what is in between the pavers? What is that little tiny note there? design. It's just, I don't know if they're like photoshopping it or something, because it's just, some of the squares are like cut in half and they don't finish off. Maybe they're just trying to give it what the design's gonna conceive, they can. Does that say 3 foot? Kinda- It does, I think it looks like 3 feet, but it doesn't make. Again, more- we have way too many questions. We're not sure about what we're looking at. Davey, you all right? Most? Okay, all in favor, say aye. All right, next would be Lopez, 11300 Griffin Boulevard for windows. Placing 4 windows with impact, size for size. Window.
The schedule doesn't tell us what type they are.
Yeah, I'm looking at the product approval to see if I can figure this out.
Horizontal slider,
So,
page.
but is it all of them are horizontal slider or just one? And then also the other thing too is what about the window? They're not matching the windows that are down below it. But it is on the side and it's in the back of the house, so are we concerned?
I mean, all of these different like large missile tests and stuff like that, they're all for horizontal sliders. That are all the last pages. There's a second schedule that's the second to last page, but it's blank. Yeah. Also, I don't think. Do we know what color it is in it?
Yeah, and also there are windows that are on the front facade. So
Oh, on page, what page is it? Page 47 of 63, it says Windows horizontal slider.
yeah, but but yeah, but if you look at the schedule, I agree. Window number 1 says 3LR. 3LR, LR. And then the number 2 says HS. Number 3 says HS. 4 says LR again. I don't know, I'm still like not come with the fact some of the windows are in the front facade and we're not really sure what the rest of the front facade is like. I mean, there are some pictures here, but everything is behind trees. The front door has like an awning. table for more information.
Yeah.
What are the front windows? What are the? Yeah, it's not clear.
Front verification that they're all horizontal slide rollers
And they all match.
and also color.
All right, motion to table or table.
Second.
Huh? All fair say aye, okay. Motion carries. Okay, are you keeping track of those by any chance? Okay, because I'm like, I'm not. Next will be Building C Valley Homes LLC, 930 Northeast 108th Street for an additional. Is this? Valley Homes, okay. So they're literally building a new house in front of the old house. This is not. More than just an addition. This is one of the ones that they're doubling the size of the house. 31 feet, 12 feet. So do you want to consider this an addition, or is this a reconstruction of an existing house? I mean, they're doubling the size of a house, adding an entirely new house in front that does not even relate to the back house. If you look at A-302. Yeah. It's scroll down, it's
Page 12 of 29.
15 of 16.
Well, 12 of 29, it's A-302.
Yeah, maybe our things. Oh, 12 of 29, I'm sorry. Why does it say 15 of 16? then? Oh. Yeah, there's no relation between the new and the old. I really think that we should move this to discussion. And it's not an addition. This is not like they're putting a bedroom on the back. This is a whole new structure. So is everybody agreement on that? And they really should be here to talk to us about this.
Well, I think that, yeah, this is the house that was under construction for like the first 4.5 years that I lived here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
Just
sitting there.
just got finished. And so, yeah, if they're just demoing off the front part and then leaving the terracotta tile and then
They're putting a,
modern stuff on the front, then I think, yeah, they should come talk.
there's no relation between the front and the back. So motion to table and motion to, if you guys are, somebody should motion it, move it to move to discussion for the next meeting. You agree with that, David?
Yes.
All in favor, say
Second.
Aye. Aye. Okay,
Sorry.
so we're tabling 3-0 table. Move to discussion. Next meeting. Okay, so we're tabling it and it needs to come back as a discussion item. And the owners or the rep or whoever it is needs to come and talk to us about it because there's a lot of concern by just reviewing it right now. Didn't Sobe do that song?
Yes.
Okay. Next agenda item will be Darity, 970 Northeast 113th Street for a flat roof. Favor say aye. Aye. Mustelier, 1112 Northeast 117th Street for paint. Paint approval. Okay. It's Ravens, rain washed, I'm sorry.
Motion to
With
approve.
white trim, I don't, okay, maybe it just wasn't in the approved, pre-approved chart. With the what?
The walkway.
Yeah, I know that walkway is pretty vibrant. Like the yellow brick pink road. Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 3-0 approved. Remedios, 10920 Griffin Boulevard driveway. Lot calculations are missing. What they have done is 31%. It's the calculations that correctly spelled out. Central entry and then they return. I think, no, I mean, I'm sure they've got to be wanting to get rid of it. I mean, we'd stipulate that.
Yeah, it's old.
I mean, it's different. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to back out of that garage, but
Well, I think that it's strategic because they're coming and going from Griffin, so it allows them. I'm figuring it out.
right, you have a tiny driveway to go into, right?
Yeah,
The big truck.
that's the one nice part. It would be a lot more difficult without the big truck. People tend to slow down when the big truck starts going first.
Okay, so they need to provide calculations for the swale, but from what they're doing, it's not, I don't think that's an issue. And if you want to make a motion to remove, you know, that the asphalt has to be removed. I think that,
Yeah. Second.
Aye. Next will be building G, Castilia, 11031 Northeast 9th Avenue for an addition.
Technically, that other thing was an addition.
Yeah, but when you Really changing the front. Existing garage, it looks like the garage is coming. Existing master bedroom. Playground. Bedroom. But it's all within the same roof. I mean, they're not changing the roof plane. I mean, everything is staying the same. That's what's existing, so. Setback. Yeah, I mean, if you look, survey, that thing is, it's there on the side. It's existing master bedroom.
Well,
I don't know how it got approved at 8'4",
that's what I was gonna say is,
but they're not touching the walls of the roof, so technically we can't force them to bring it in, you know. It's there. So they're gutting the interior of it and putting a new bathroom in the garage. And the garage, funny enough, is actually at.
it's at 11, yeah.
But this is a kind of a renovation, actually. I'll need to get a window permit. Question?
Motion to approve.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next will be building I, Hue, 11380 Northeast 8th Avenue, solar panel. Did that house in front of you, the one on the point, did they get a permit for the driveway and all that stuff? Did you know? I mean, they,
I don't think so.
Question coming from me, because I was there, causing, I was the one asking the septic thing, right? That was the question. I saw the Coca guy out there.
they only came in for the solar panel.
They have it taped for paint. They just didn't paint it because of the rain. But right now it's all taped for paint. I know, but I'm saying right now the whole house is currently taped so that they can paint the outside of it a different color. I don't know what color it is.
This is a flat roof house at 113th and 1380 Northeast 8th Avenue. Flat roof. They're putting all the solar panels in the flat roof. It's really hard to see which part of the house is facing the street, but I think the part on the right, it looks like it's all in the back. If you look at the
Yeah,
top sheet G-01,
and it has a little, the front part of the house, which is the bottom right in this drawing, has like a little parapet.
parapet on it.
as well.
Okay, so they're flat
Yep.
panels on a flat roof, hidden by a parapet, which is everything we could hope for.
Yep. Motion to approve.
Say aye. Aye. Motion.
Oh, did you see all those AC units on the church thing that I was talking
I haven't had a chance to, I totally forgot about it. I'm sure they're there. Yeah, no, I get be addressed. Because it's not, unless there's a permit for it, they can cite it now.
Well, for me, I was just saying it as far as what our new language is about making sure that it's screened and covered so that.
Well, that would be
Obvious.
but that would be, our current code would say that, as long as it's, you can't see it from the street.
Yeah.
So if they want to put a screen up there, they can apply for a screen,
Yeah.
you know. The church has a bunch of
Has
AC units
like
on top.
3
of it.
different AC units that if you're sitting at the light to leave, you can see like them all super obvious, because they're at like the front line of the church.
Next will be Building J, Cavetco, 11400 Northeast 9th Avenue, new roof, flat and tile. Looks like it's flat in the back and pitched in the front. S clay, S tile, self-adhered. Do we have a color? Please, please, please. They're made in Colombia. Santa Fe Spanish S clay roof tile. So sure, they're probably in the clay color family. But I don't see an actual color. I'm gonna maybe make a motion to, if it's based on them submitting a color.
Yeah, motion to approve pending color submission.
And I'll take a look at it if it's okay with you guys. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right, we've completed our agenda. Is there any other business? Our next meeting will be on December 5th. And I think the next one after will be the 19th. Yeah, we're gonna just do December 15th and 19th, our next meetings. Any
So-
further comments?
Yeah, so just an FYI, I submitted my charger thing with SP, except there's not an option in the online portal to do anything close to that. So she was like, what is this for? And I was like, I mean, we know it's for the charger, but I had to click like, so I guess the hard part that we're grappling with is really is all that we're submitting that for, is it really just a design thing? Because that's all the board's saying is like, hey, what are we?
Where's it going?
with
Just where's
on
it
here?
going?
But because when I click electric, there's like 1.5 million different things. But the funny thing is nothing in that portal, and she looked at it, but nothing in that portal comes close to being appropriate for a car charger.
But you,
So-
but regardless of us, you still have to get an electrical permit.
Yeah,
So that would be somewhere in the electrical.
yes, well, it's a deficiency of the permit application portal thing right now, because it's like, so I just hit like electric general, and then like, yeah, so she didn't end up sending it through because I think that she got sick and everything like that. But I guess what I'm saying is like, as far as the guidance that she gives other people, are we just saying like, hey, yeah, it's really, you're submitting it to us just from a design perspective for us to approve the area, correct? Because it's asking, like, it asks all of these super technical questions that no resident would know. And like, you also wouldn't hire an electrician to draw plans for where
Well, wouldn't a car charger? I mean, you're gonna have to get a permit to install it with an electrician,
yeah,
but wouldn't they have like pre-made all the product approval and everything that you're gonna need to submit
correct,
with it?
correct.
That shows like the diagram of how it's gonna connect up to your. thing?
Yeah, so
I would
that,
imagine there's a generic,
yeah, so that part's all done, but what it's asking for, what like she was asking for and what it was asking for was like surveys and like plans of how it integrates into the grid and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay an electrician to do that work until we've approved the location of where I can put it, right? It's kind of like with we tell people not to do the like MEPS stuff until after we've approved it.
All
So
you have to do is just take a survey and put a red dot on it,
that's,
location, and
that's-
just
that's-
upload that.
that's what my thought process was.
Yeah.
I just take a survey, put the dot, say, hey, this is where it is. It'll be this high off the ground,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And we'll go, fine, and then it'll be up to the electrician to do all that other stuff that the grid and everything, that's
So-
way beyond us.
So then, okay. So
We wouldn't be able to
I'll-
vote on it, we wouldn't have been able to vote on it tonight anyway, because we would have fallen out of quorum.
Yeah. So, but the issue then is, so I'm gonna talk to her because of what I'm gonna basically suggest to her is that instead of being that part of the portal process thing is gonna be go under the design stuff versus go under the electric part, because the only thing in the electric part is what the electrician people would do for that part of that application anyways. It doesn't all, it's not the questions, and it doesn't pertain to what it is that we're. Okay.
All right. All right, any further business? We can
Nope.
motion to adjourn.
Second, motion to adjourn.
Adjourn, 8:00. All right, so we have another agenda. Oh, Lord. Let's see, we should just kick it to the next meeting, obviously. This is the local planning agency meeting for the Village of Biscayne Park. It is Monday, November 22nd, 21st. I'm going to bring this meeting to order, 2022. Roll call, Charlotte Hammonds, David Gruen,
Here.
Gage Hartung, as I'm here. I just think that it's not going to be on the commission's next agenda. They've got a lot going on there themselves.
So, yeah, the other thing too is my understanding from conversation with Mac is that the lawyer people are looking at this language again because of the thing that I brought up last time about equity sales of companies. So,
I mean, it's a good point.
I don't
I just think that we should just table it for the next meeting. Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time this comes up, we're like three of us, you know,
but I mean,
plus they're so bogged down with the McMansions and everything. This is,
I guess what I'm saying is I feel like we've talked on it, but like what else, what more do they want us to put it or to say on it?
well, no, I mean, we're just.
I feel like we've now kind of talked on it. I feel like this is the third meeting in a row.
It's been a lot.
I don't mind us moving.
No. Yeah.
I mean,
I would imagine it's closer to the higher end.
my answer to the first two questions is yes. Yes, increase lot size. Yes, no, yeah.
Basically, we're grandfathering everybody that owns property at this point forward. Or no, at this point previously into, we're not changing any of their property rights.
Yeah.
And then
Scarlett, were you at the last meeting? So what I said is, the only thing that I thought about from the first time that we went through it to the last one is that you could be sneaky, and if it's currently owned by an LLC, do an equity sale versus an asset sale. Rights to like redevelop as a duplex, but you'd have to have somebody pretty sophisticated to do that, and I have no idea what of those lots are formed. by that have that. That's when Mac, was Mac there. So an equity sale versus an asset, it basically changes legally the way that the company sells. So it's as if the piece of property never actually sold because it stays being owned by David Gruen LLC. It's just now David Gruen LLC isn't controlled by me, it's controlled by you. So since it never changed hands, then it would trigger something that would require me to develop it. So it's something that I do sneakily.
Weren't you gonna research that a little bit? I thought you,
No,
the last we
Mac-
talked about it, you were gonna see about, is there any other community that has written it?
Mac said that he was having the lawyers look at it. So I said, okay, cool.
But I'm just curious, we're such a little small village like our Miami Beach, I imagine they probably have much bigger issues with this than we do.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know what any other, does any other community have laws on LLC selling?
Yeah.
I've
so-
only heard it one time and it was some mansion in Palm Beach where
Yeah.
they sold the LAC from one person to the next.
I-
And they didn't actually, so the property didn't actually transaction as a sale.
So a lot of the houses on Star Island are owned by nonprofits. Loopholes that go with that, and so. Change and all. That's where you see it, but I don't. When Max said, "Oh, he'd have the lawyers look at it," I was like, "Cool, I don't need."
Yeah, so.
Because I was already being tasked with all of the solar. It's weird because FPL now has a program that you can pay by the month. They'll come and do the installs and all that stuff, but you pay them by the month for the EV charger install thing. Like,
So did you find any other communities that have?
no, because the other part too that I said is I have no idea if it's actually an issue because I have no idea if there's any over there that are owned by LLCs that are.
I'm talking about the chargers, car chargers.
Oh,
Is there
the
any other community that has? writing?
I went to Miami-Dade County and then I went into I think Surfside and I went into a couple other on Muni codes and I control F and everything that I could find that had to do with electric chargers or charging or anything like that. There was no specific installation laws that were in place. There was like use and parking and stuff like that laws, but there wasn't anything pertaining to people's rights or lack of rights or the process by which specifically for electric chargers.
Yeah. So.
So, no, the thing is there's everybody everywhere has them. The question is like there doesn't seem to be a lot of specific. And I'm not suggesting that we should have a specific thing. What I was just trying to do because obviously it's a not thought about process because the building inspector was like, hey, yeah, you guys take the lead on this. Is similar to like the metal roof conversion thing. I have no problem being the guy to make like the one page that it's like, oh, you want to put a charger? Here's the steps that you go through so that way you're not kind of going in a circle and it's easy for SB and easy for us and easy for the building inspector. So I did spend like 2 to 3 hours, which is way more Muni code than what I wanted to read. And I know about all the different fines that you can get. It's like $500 in some places for parking in an EV charging spot and not having it. Yeah.
So Scarlett, to answer your question, I thought maybe you might have been here at that meeting, but I think we decided it was not changing the minimum lot size on that sector from 85 to 6,000, because then what happens if somebody has a 6,000 square foot lot and they want to rebuild a house on it, then all of a sudden they have an undersized lot, they can't do it. I think the idea was instead of no new lots can be created under 8,500 square feet. So it was looking at it that direction instead of like removing it, which made everybody, so, yeah. So nobody can come in and start dividing up lots and make 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. Okay, I still think we should push it off until the next
Yeah.
meeting and wherever, hopefully everyone can be here and we can put it to rest and move it on. So move to 12:05 and hopefully everyone can be here at next meeting. Motion to adjourn. If you guys are all done,
Second.
I'll adjourn at 8:08. Thank you, everyone.